Okay, so a little more context for what's going on with this week and next week. Apparently, one of the nominators who's been nominating games for No Nostalgia Retro Gaming kind of fell through the cracks for 8 months. So yeah, to make it up to this person for their nominations just getting completely missed through, I don't know what happened. It's the most likely thing I can think of is I forgot to save the updates when they last threw their nominations my way. So in any event, that means today is going to be one of his nominations and next week is going to be another of his. So that means we're doing Alice in Wonderland today, and I had to do a double take on this because apparently there's also a game called Alice in Videoland, and I had to double check to make sure that this is clearly supposed to be Alice in Wonderland we're looking at, and yes it is. So let's load it up here. So start it up. It's in a disk file. It's actually in 2 disk files, and what's weird about this one is I don't think it's cracked. I think this game just did not need cracks or something. Well, that's the weird thing though, is that this game actually has, you're gonna see in a second, this is an inventory-based adventure game. Kind of like the old, kind of like the Maniac Mansion style, where you have a whole bunch of different commands to use. And I only looked at it momentarily just to make sure it was working, right? So, and we got this very bright, screen for the loading. Okay, now it's asking us to insert side B. So do that, insert side B into the drive, and press spacebar. And it still has a little bit more to load, so back in a second. There it goes. Alice in Wonderland from Lewis Carroll, which I think Lewis Carroll was the author. And it says here there's whimsical treasures to be won and nonsensical songs to be sung. I'm not sure entirely what the intention of the game here is, because it kind of has some platformer elements. You can see Alice sort of jumping and swimming and crouching, but there is also it says here, however, you must help Alice escape from Wonderland before it is too late. Not sure what too late means. Or maybe you just lose your head from the queen or something. She just fell into the... Okay, so if we hit the button, we got Start Game, Continue, Disk Storage, and Sample Game. So, as I said, I tested this out very briefly. Sample Game just seems to be like a demo mode. It goes through a bunch of screens, shows you what the game's about. It takes almost 10 minutes to go through the entire demo. So, we're not going to do that. We're just going to start playing normally. Okay, so this is how Alice in Wonderland starts. We can walk around. I mean, what did you expect? Alice in Wonderland is a game. Let's go this way, see what we got. So it loads a little, we got the mill. So let's go the other way. Can we jump? Not with the up. Down makes us crouch. And we can crouch walk. Which already makes Alice in Wonderland considerably better than a lot of games where you can crouch but not crouch walk. Oh, and there's the white rabbit already. So I guess we'll walk up, and then what? I'm late, I'm terribly late, I'm disastrously late. Oh, but I'm too young to be a pair of earmuffs. Yes, that's technically correct. So what do? Do I hit the button, or... Oh, the button doesn't seem to do anything? Oh! Wait. Okay, so it's one of those games, so I'm guessing the... Well, that was weird. Interesting. Okay, so these controls are a little more dynamic than I was expecting. So, normally you just walk left and right, and the button does nothing. But if you're holding the button and press left or right, you do a jump. But the interesting thing here is that if you hold the button down, hold left, you'll jump, and you'll keep jumping. But... furthermore, if you hold the button, do the jump, but then release the button, you start running. So you've actually got a lot of mobility potentials here. But then how do we interact with the white rabbit? Maybe we have to hit the button and something else? Oh! Okay, holding the button and pressing down brings up this thing here, which allows you to access all of the commands you can do. So we can pause, take, ask, sing, menu. I'm guessing menu is just, yeah, it's just that menu. Examine, drop, coax, tease, renew. That's a weird one. Sound, argue, help, use, inventory, offer, eat, calm, scold, and day one. Day one doesn't do anything. It just beeps at us. So that's probably just telling us that it's day one in our quest. I'm guessing if a particular number of days pass, that might be a bad thing. I guess we could, ask? Okay. Who are you? Where am I? Why are you doing that? So who are you? The White Rabbit, General Flunky to Her Highness, the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so ask, where am I? This is the last time I ever borrow the Mad Hatter's hat to fly up here. Well, that doesn't help. Why are you doing that? What do you care? You're much too big to fit in the rabbit hole, unless you stoop. Me like that? Actually, the funny thing is, when Alice is crouching there, her hair almost makes it look like she's now got a pair of rabbit ears. So that's kind of interesting. I could calm the rabbit. That's easy for you to say. Well, I don't really have anything on me, so... Or do I? What's my inventory? You have nothing. Metaphor for life. Well, I think I found the rabbit hole. Can we, like, just... Can we examine? Time to visit the eye doctor, there's nothing to examine. Okay, so I guess that only qualifies if there's something, like, really pertinent in the area. Oh, the other thing I noticed, too, is that this pause button doesn't actually pause the game. It just takes you out of this little screen without doing anything. I mean, we could just jump down. Why not? Jump. Why won't it, do I have to just walk in like this? No? Oof, you're too big and this door is too tiny for you to enter. I don't know, that looks like a pretty big door to me. Well, let's head for the water. We saw that there was swimming in the introductory sequence. Maybe this goes somewhere. Oh, it actually does go somewhere. We got a guy on a boat. So, swim over to the boat. And see who this person is. Alice, you left your parasol in my boat. Oh! Take. My, we're a regular little pat rack, but you can't take that. What? Why not? Maybe I gotta sing to him? Sing what? Apparently I don't know any music, so I guess I'm not singing anything. Oh well, let's just jump back in the water, keep swimming. Well, this doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Yeah, see, we already reached the other side of the water, and now we got something? Oh, that clock is actually moving. Can we actually look at it or something? Examine. I don't like that the examine option doesn't really tell you about what's going on in the environment. Yeah, I'm not sure we can do anything with the rest of these commands. Unless there's a take? No, there's nothing to take here. Oh, I seem to have found someone. So, let's walk over. Come, Alice, practice your French. Okay. Let's ask, who are you? I'm your big sister, you little goose. I'm a goose now? Where am I? Don't play the fool with me, dear. You're by the Thames River. Thames River. I always get confused when I see that word. And why are you doing that? I teach you French, so you'll be smart. Okay then. So do we just do coax or something? Remember, the mutton is pleased. Le Gajot est content. Maybe. I may be Canadian, but my French is terrible. Good, you may take the tin of candy as a reward. Oh, I get candy. Yay! You find a tin of comfits? What the heck are comfits? Okay, looking them up online, comfits are basically like a cross between a jelly bean and licorice. So they're basically like thin thin, long, small licorice pieces. Okay. Did not know those were a thing. So I guess now that we've got that, maybe we can give it to someone or something? Yeah, I just looked at the help option here, and she's saying if you haven't seen him already, that nice Reverend Dodgson has your parasol. He's in his boat. Well, I guess we're going to go back that way and see if we can actually get that parasol. Oh, you actually run between screens. Okay, that's good to know. If this was a Sierra game, I would be drowning right about here. Oh, I just figured out what the renew button does. Renew ends the day and proceeds to the next day. Well, I still need to get that parasol, but maybe we can do something with the white rabbit now. So let's do offer a tin of comfits. Are you trying to bribe me? Yes, actually, and you're not taking it. Maybe the Reverend wants the comfits. So offer tin of comfits, trying to... No, he gives the same answer there. So, like, how do I get this parasol? Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to argue with him? You'll have a story later. Now take your parasol. It may break a fall. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now we get to actually... Jeez. Well, what's that other item then? You know, I wonder, if I crouch down and try to enter... Oh, that actually worked. That actually worked. And now I'm in here. And I have no idea what's going on. Whoops. Okay, apparently that red thing got in the way. What's this? Can we do examine? Hear ye, by order of Her Royal Highness the Queen of Hearts, do not enter without candy. This means you. I have candy. I should be fine. Can we take this? No, we can't take that. Okay, well, there doesn't seem to be anything down here. So maybe we have to, like, jump this? Whoops. Oh! We automatically use the parasol. That's interesting. So go over to here. Oh, you have to actually manually bring out the parasol. Yeah, so that would have been a pretty nasty fall, I think, if I didn't have the parasol. So... Oh! Okay, apparently I can go through this door. The ballroom. Okay. So, let's walk... Wait, why didn't I... Okay, that's interesting. So, you can leave the way you came. Okay, I don't want to. I want to talk to you. Who are you? The royal musician, I welcome the queen. Okay, where am I? Grand ballroom. And I didn't mean to jump. And why are you doing that? Tea break, tea break. Okay, not actually sure who this person is. I have to wait for the queen to come through these doors. Only she has the key to open them. Okay, so I'm guessing I can't actually go that way yet. So, well, we can keep going down this hole. So, how did I actually get through this door before? Oh, you just push the button while you're over a door. You don't even have to hold a direction or anything, it just goes. Whoops, better make sure I get the parasol out. Okay. That's weird. It's like just a bunch of bookshelves that I'm not allowed to walk to. And there's a tiny little hole in the ground there, which apparently I just fell through. So better bring the parasol out again. Continuing to fall. This is a very long fall. And we got a big sign that says this way. Well, who am I to argue? Okay, I got a couple doors to choose between. So if we jump, we can get up to this one. And through here we have the nursery. And in this nursery we have a sign that says... it is an embroidered sampler that says, puppies like to play fetch. Okay, good to know. Maybe there's something in here we can get. It looks like there's something up top. Let's just check out what this is first, if it's anything. No, it doesn't seem like it's anything. So let's go up here. See what this little M is. It is a jar of marmalade covered with small paw prints. Interesting. So we'll get some marmalade. Oh, well, now that's interesting. I just came back to this screen, and the this way sign is now pointing the other way. So, curious. Maybe I had to explicitly get the marmalade before it would allow me to go on or something? Okay, well, we got a door over there, which I can crawl through to get to. So let's see what we have in here. So go through this door, and we're going to peer up here. What? Can I get out of here? Okay, I can. If I push the button again, it breaks. Lewis Carroll's study. What? And leaving the study actually brings me up to that little alcove at the top there, which then goes somewhere else. So far, this has been a very unusual game, but like, I mean, that's kind of to be expected given the source material. Okay, well, we got another door here. Where's this going to take us? We got the music room, and we got a little mouse who's probably jamming to some music that we don't hear. Mouse says, "Don't step on my tail." I make no promises given this game and its controls. Ask, who are you? I'm a mouse with a sad tail. Okay, where am I? In the music room. Sometimes the musicians leave crumbs. And why are you doing that? He's hungry. Aren't we all? Well, maybe we can offer something. We've got marmalade, a parasol, and a tin of comfits. What about the tin of comfits? Surely you can do better than that. Okay, then I will do better than that. Marmalade. Feels so happy he wants to sing. Okay, it's actually playing music now. So this looks like it's supposed to be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but instead it's Crinkle Crinkle Little Hat. I don't have one quite like that. Lots of points, it's got so high, like a hedgehog in the sky. So I guess we just learned a song? Can we sing it now? Yeah, we can actually sing Crinkle Crinkle if we want to. And it only plays like the first little bits, and then that's it. So, interesting. I just don't write them like they used to. Okay then. Well, you know what? I did get a song out of this, so that might be useful for getting past a particular puzzle later, I'm guessing. Let's get the parasol out and float on down. Oh. If you want to win this game, you have to go through Wonderland and become a queen. I'm going to guess that this is the Cheshire Cat. Which means, yeah, this was going to happen sooner or later. Who are you? The person who knows that you have to be very, very large to reach some things that are up high. Okay, that didn't answer the question. Where am I? You won't be going anywhere unless you're small enough to get through the small doors. Uh-huh. Why are you doing that? Ta-ta, I'll see you when you come back for the Dormouse's tea party. Yeah, Cheshire Cat's not helping. And it looks like we've got something on a table. So let's examine that. Is a brass stereopticon? Stereopticon. There's a lot of things here that I have never heard of. First comfits, and now a stereopticon. Through its viewer, you see a three-dimensional picture of a child listening to a seashell. Oh, wait a minute. You know, I seem to recall that there's a kind of device that's from very olden times where it would have like two photos at the other end, and it's like designed to like be viewed from a short distance on like a pole or something, and then it splits your eye view, like the view from each of your eyes, so that one eye sees one picture and the other eye sees the other picture, so that your brain sort of converges it into a three-dimensional image. Is that what a stereopticon is, or stereopticon, or however that's pronounced? Because that's what that sounds like from that description. So whatever, we'll move on and crouch through this little Alice, supposed to crouch through the hole, not run into it head first. Oh, hey, it looks like we found the exit. Hooray! Maybe we're done being down here and we'll go back to normal and everything, and that's not gonna happen. No, now we're in a very unusual looking house, which looks like there's going to be platforming. But it does seem like there's a key up there, so, you know, I like keys. I don't like falling, but I like keys. Oh wait, why am I not grabbing the rope? That's very weird. Maybe you have to, like, push the button while you're in the air or something? Like, normally to grab the rope, you just push up, but that's not working here. No, I can't grab the rope for some reason. Oh wait, hang on. This is actually a door. I mean, it's using the door texture, but it was so small, I didn't think it was a door. And unlike with the other one, crouching for this one doesn't seem to make us small enough to go inside, so, Or actually, hang on a second here. I'm looking at the top of the screen, and I was kind of dismissing what the stuff that was on the table there, but now that I think about it, it almost kind of looks like bread? And I know in the world of Alice in Wonderland, food has interesting effects. So it says here it is a cute little sponge cake in the shape of a clover leaf. The icing says eat me. Okay. Okay. Find a cake. Can I take more than one? Yes, I can. Okay, we'll grab 2 of them. But let's actually make our way down here. I'm going to go back over here. And then let's get in front of this door here. So let's see. Eat cake. You feel strange. And now... Now what? Okay, I feel Whoa! That wasn't a small cake, that was a big cake. Okay, Alice is, a lot taller now. Although, that's probably a good thing, because maybe we can actually... do this now, so let's get up to the edge. Ah, that's so close. It's not quite there, though. Try it again. Oh, no, I can do it. So yeah, if you actually hold the button down, you'll whip out the parasol as soon as you're able, without having to smash the button or anything like that. Okay, so now we can finally make it up into the top part of this house here. Is there anything else interesting up here? Okay. We have, it's a bottle of elixir with the words "Drink me" etched into the sides. I'm going to guess these are small elixirs. Oh, that's hilarious. If you actually try to crouch while you're big Alice, she just sort of ducks down a little and puts her hands on her head. But yeah, you're allowed to have multiples of these, but it doesn't actually show up in your inventory as multiples. It just shows up as each individual one, so it's kind of hard to tell how many you actually have. Okay, so I guess it's time to try some of those elixirs. So, yes, we feel strange. We're doing some loads. And is it going to make us just super tiny, or is it just going to bring us back down to normal size? The elixir brings us to normal. Okay, so now we're going to have another one. A second elixir. Feel more strange. And now we are going to be tiny. We're a little Alice. And we can still duck. Not that that would do much, I don't think, but... Ahem, the door happens to be locked. Oh, well, that's not... Really? Hopefully this door over here is not locked. Because I would like to be able to make some interesting progress. Okay, that one's not locked. That brings us up here. Okay, so if we go over this way... Okay, this is a little bit of a mess to figure out, but I think what we need to do is we need to... Well, first of all, I can get the elixir. Can I get the... No, it's too high for us to reach. Okay, so I think what I have to do here is... Let's eat one of those cakes that we picked up. And then I'm gonna feel strange, which, you know, that's just part of eating cakes, I guess. This takes a while for some reason. Okay, so we'll grab this one then. So, where is it? Take the cake. Then we're going to do the jump here. We're going to climb down. And then we're going to line ourselves up and do the jump. And there we go. We can take the key. We're just going to make our way over here. See if we can unlock this thing here. So we'll go to use. Oh. It doesn't allow me to use the key, but I do indeed have it in my inventory. So my guess is that I just have to get small again. So we'll go eat, do an elixir, gonna feel strange, gonna get small, and I'm hoping the key just automatically gets used when I try to open the door. That's kind of what I'm expecting to happen. Yep, that's exactly what happened. And we reached a pool of tears. So let's just swim through it. Swim through the pool of tears. It's gonna be salty as heck. Oh, but we found an island. Interesting. Can we actually go through the hole? We can go through the hole. And we found a snail? I think. Not quite sure. Also, I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to get up there. Can we examine it from here anyways? Not really. Okay, well I've been at this for an hour, so I think we've gotten a basic gist of what this game's about. So, the idea here, it's definitely kind of like an inventory-based adventure game, but one of the inventory things you have to get are songs, which you then sing to people, which will probably make progress in some manner, just like a typical inventory item. And then you have different commands here, a lot of which you would think would be condensed down into some kind of talk command, but it seems like there's a purpose to this. Like, argue seems like something that would be bad to do, but from the looks of how this command works, argue seems to be like conversation. Like, it's not necessarily arguing, it's just conversing with the person about things. So yeah, that was Alice in Wonderland. It is actually a pretty interesting game for what it is. Like, I'm mostly surprised by the fact that the loading time, it's basically loaded everything it needs already, and the loading times between screens are very short. Although the loading time when you change size is a little annoying, although I kind of understand why it might be, because it's having to load in new sprites now for Alice walking around and jumping around and all of that stuff. But, like, I mean, for what this game is, this seems like it's pretty interesting. The controls, they're a little tricky to get used to because you're trying to do so much with just a joystick and the one button, but it's nothing outrageous by any stretch, and it's fairly responsive. Actually, it's a little too responsive with the jumping, particularly if you're trying to jump to a higher height. It's like you immediately jump again because you're still holding the jump button down. But, like, I mean, aside from that, like, the controls are well enough. The gameplay method is well enough. The game is actually giving you hints as you go along, which, like, that's not common for inventory-based adventure games. So, yeah, there's definitely some interesting content here.